Hi, today I'm going to introduce Pixton, which is a cartooning application or program that students can use to convey information that they've learned. Specifically, it can be used for project-based learning activities, and that is how I am using it in my class. I've already introduced the platform to my students, so I figured I would do the same here. Now, essentially what is going to happen and what happened in class is um, you know, just introducing the platform and then allowing students to play around with it and just have a good time in class. So the objectives for the lesson are real simple. And that is just to introduce Pixton, have the kids um, become familiar with it so that they can use it, and to have them develop um, three three areas within Pixton. Let me see if I can pull it up. I don't even know where I put it. Oh, there it is. Yeah, the objectives. So the first is to have fun while learning. I'm going to introduce and review the basic functions of Pixton with the kids, and then what I'm asking them to do is to develop a panel, a character, and a speech bubble within Pixton, save it, and then submit it so I can take a look at it. So let me minimize this now. So let's take a look at Pixton. And Pixton can be used on a trial basis, which is exactly what I'm doing. The cost to have an account for students, I think, is very, very low. But because I'm just trying this out, I didn't want to either purchase it myself or ask that it be purchased. So essentially, you can see the steps here. You set up your group, you post your assignment, and you add students. So what I've done is I've not posted an assignment because they already have the assignment, but what I have done is add people. So let's take a look and I can show you my students here. And you can see that I've got students that have not signed in, and I've got students that are signed in, and you can see when the last time was that they signed in. Um, you can see if they've made any changes and the work that they've done. Now, for a good portion of the introduction to the lesson, I'm going to utilize already made videos through Pixton, and specifically going to be looking at the introduction for Pixton, how Pixton works, how to create your first panel, how to create character, and then how to create speech bubbles and text. And you can get much more involved. Now, there is no motion associated um, with the characters themselves because again it is cartooning. But let me click on introducing Pixton and give you an idea as to what the kids can do.
Pixton is awesome. Pixton is cool. Use it at work, at home, or at school. Pixton makes comics easy for you. Click and drag simple. It's fun to do. Pixton is awesome.
Okay, so that was a little crazy. But although I'm requiring my students to each participate and give this a try, I'm not requiring that they use Pixton as a platform for the projects that we're working on now. And if I can back up a minute, the projects that we're working on, we've been doing a unit. I teach international studies, so we've been doing a unit on drones and UAVs and UASs. So what the students are going to be required to do is to create a public service announcement um, based on drone technology. And again, I just want to give them as many options as possible to be able to convey their information. And Pixton is going to be one of the options that we use. The ultimate goal is for my students to again create the PSA, and they can create a PSA for the drones or the unmanned aerial systems uh, for either civilian use, um, hobbyists use. They can create it for commercial use or military use. And although I do have a separate rubric that I set up for the project that they're working on, I did use Rubistar to develop a kind of similar rubric that I will also be embedding into the website. All right, great, thanks. Any questions? Let me know.